on your butt, feeling like a weenie. But now it's 5:30, it's time for a martini. Welcome to our show, welcome to our Kiki, the 5:30 Quarantini. Hello and welcome to the 5:30 Quarantini. I'm Michael Hull and this is going to be fun. You guys, we promised you, happy 100 episodes, by the way. We promised you surprises today. And let me just tell you, we are not going to disappoint. Starting with this surprise, you may have noticed Dylan's not here. He's in a car, and he will hopefully join us by the end of the episode. But lucky for us, I have the perfect substitute teacher on speed dial, someone to help hold down the fort with me today. And ironically, the first guest we ever had on the show when we moved from Instagram over to YouTube. Please help me welcome to the show my pal Jackie Cox.
Hi.
Hello.
Michael, hello. I'm a fun girl.
We both prepared.
I'm a fun girl.
We both prepared sound effects for this today. Look at us.
Oh my goodness. Yours are fancy though. Congratulations on 100 episodes.
Thank you. Thanks for joining today. I wouldn't have wanted to do it with anyone other than Dylan and you. And you've had quite a week this week as well.
Had a week. Well, we've all had weeks.
We've all had weeks.
Every week is a week in this new world, isn't it? There's no kind of there's no off weeks for any of us because there's just so much happening in this world.
Yeah. Hello to everybody. I see people are arriving in the room. Hello to everybody in the comments. Laura, Hope, Trip. I see you all. Harriet, hello. Thank you for the happy 100. Casey's here. My mom is here. Hey, Mom.
Laura.
That means it's going to be a good show. Jackie, you had a big week because first we had Madonna and Britney Spears. And then we had Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande. I'm doing a famous collaborations here. And this week, you really hit the home run of all musical theater nerds when you announced a shoe with LaDuca.
I did. I have it here.
What?
It is the Jackie.
Oh my goodness. We have a visual aid here as well. There she is.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, and we can do a live unboxing. You know the kids. Maybe this will become an unboxing video because they do love live unboxings. And I'm just going to show it off because it is one of the most beautiful things I've ever had in my life. It is so. Look at this tissue paper.
I love this ASMR we're getting right now with this tissue paper. Ooh.
Crinkly. But come on, look at this beautiful shoe.
Oh my God, obsessed. This really is, we loved you on television and all that, but this is the home run of like accolades for theater people to get a LaDuca shoe.
Named after them. And for those who don't know what LaDuca shoes can do, they can do this.
Oh, the sex is in the heel.
If I was a real dancer and my foot could do that, it would be amazing. But for those of you who aren't real dancers like me, what's great about a LaDuca is that they also have a lot of support and flexibility. So for someone like me who's a little, I don't have a great sense of balance, these are great for someone like me to move in as well. I won't say dance, but I'll say move. So thank you, LaDuca. And they'll be on, as part of their sale on July 20th is when the starts. So featuring photography by this way.
Yours truly. I'm over here. Yeah. For you.
To this non-mirror thing, but at least you can read that it says "Yas" behind me.
I sure can. All right. Well, we have quite a show. I'm so glad you're here. This feels like a return to, before you were television's world famous Jackie Cox, you had a reputation here in Midtown in New York City for being everyone's favorite substitute teacher. Like you were the girl on call to any bar, any show. Jackie had it, and so this feels like a bit of a return to our roots.
Very much so. Yeah. For the audience who doesn't know, I didn't have a weekly show in Hell's Kitchen because I had a day job, but because I live very close to so many bars and a lot of girls trusted me to guest host their show. I was on speed dial and I filled in very late notice for many shows here.
She's versatile and she can do it all. Well, we have quite a show today. I am super excited. So what do you say we get into our first guest? Let's do it. Our first guest today is a multi-talented artist here in New York City who has appeared on stages Off-Broadway and beyond. His solo cabaret, The Nicest Bitch, can I say that? I think I can say that. The Nicest Bitch, you know, was nominated for Best Solo Show in the Broadway World Cabaret Awards. He's also an award-winning producer. He's got a podcast he's working on. And his latest endeavor is a brand new production company aimed at dismantling the white patriarchy and creating space and opportunity for underrepresented voices. Let's meet our first guest, Danny Marin.
They say the neon lights are bright on Broadway. They say there's always magic in the air. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Teach Pokemon to understand the power that's inside. I live for the applause, applause, applause. I live for the applause, applause, live for the applause, applause. And I saw my reflection in the snow-covered hill till the landslide brought me down. Give me that thing that I love.
Work! Danny Marin.
That's supercut. What kind of research did you do?
Listen, I have Final Cut and I'm not afraid to use it. How are you?
I'm great. I'm doing well.
Good, good. Well, welcome to the show. Where are you coming to us from today?
I'm in Hell's Kitchen. I'm very close by to both of you.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right down the block.
We are all safely more than 6 feet away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
Truly.
is the future. Here we are meeting on the internet. So you've been very busy in quarantine. You are like churning out the content. And you, well, first of all, before I almost jumped the gun there, what are you, happy hour. Welcome to the show. What are you drinking with us this evening?
I'm drinking a lemon margarita.
Well, cheers. I haven't made my cocktail yet, but I'm
very on brand.
Glad you have something in hand.
Having, okay, I was gonna lie and say it was a real mimosa, but you guys are gonna think this is disgusting, but it's Red Bull and orange juice.
Oh,
honestly,
God.
It could be worse. Like, I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds kind of good.
It's actually delicious.
Red Bull and OJ.
Well, I felt like I needed a little pick-me-up.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what you need. Just a little more energy.
I'm a fun girl.
Danny, you congratulations. You just launched a new company.
This is very exciting. I was just reading about it.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I've been working as a producer in the theater industry for the last 3 years. And it was about time with the world happening, you know, it was time to put a stamp, and kind of take things away from it being, you know, me personally. I wanted to make a community that is, you know, really getting people, sweet. But I just really wanted to get people in the industry and people who are kind of aspiring to be a part of it as well to kind of join in, you know, and make something really special.
That is awesome. Where can we find information on that?
So you can go to con-limon.org. We have a brand new site. You can find everything on social media at Con Limon Pro. Please follow, go take a look. But we have really exciting projects down the line. One that I can't say too much about. You had a guest a couple weeks back, J. Armstrong Johnson, of Broadway fame. He kind of teased it and almost spoiled something. But we have a very cool version of our Halloween project. I Put a Spell on You, The Return of the Sandersons, that we will be announcing very shortly. It's going to be really, really cool this year.
That is so awesome. You've worked on I Put a Spell on You for a handful of years now.
This will be the 5th year.
That is so cool. Halloween is my favorite, and I will be, whether or not we are in a place to do so, I will be in full Halloween getup in my apartment, having a one-man party. It's going to be great. I cannot wait.
I just want you to remount the 6 costumes, and I will be living. Like, please, and thank you.
Those costumes, I'm so sad to say, those costumes are gone. I've been cleaning.
I can't believe you didn't give them to me.
I know. Well, listen, Jackie, we'll build you new costumes for your 6th parody. It's going to be great. And Danny, you're also working, as if that wasn't enough, as if building Con Limón from the ground up isn't enough. You've got a podcast in the works. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to be guest hosting with Cheech Manahar, who is playing Kevin G, originated the role of Kevin G on Mean Girls on Broadway. We're doing a really cool guest hosting for the month of August. Why are you're so sweet, Ryan? But we're doing a takeover for the month of August for this podcast called For Fuck's Sake. I don't know, can I say that? I don't know.
You can say it. It's an internet show.
Just said it. It's all good. But it's going to be really cool. We're going to be talking about political views and what's going on in the world in current time. And we're going to also be talking about different things in the theater industry as far as being a marginalized group of people. Mm-hmm. So it's going to be really, really exciting and really fun because he's so funny and we have so much in common, and we basically are seen for the exact same roles, and we are two very different people.
Yeah. That's awesome. So you've been very busy, which is awesome. Just taking a step back out of all of the amazing professional work that you're doing. How are you? I haven't seen you since we went into lockdown. How are you holding up? How has quarantine been?
It's been really good. Yeah. I wish there was anything else new besides like all of the work that I'm doing. Cause I've kind of, we all kind of had that slump of, I don't want to do anything. I just want to nap and, watch TV.
I'm in that slump. Yeah.
Are you really? Jeez. Yeah. And so I definitely like switched that and like learned to put my pants back on and put shoes on and like set some work hours. And I wish that I was doing more fun things except doing work or like an hour of PlayStation. Yeah. That's about it.
Danny, tell me, I think something I think everyone watching, whether they're in entertainment or not, what is one thing that helps you kind of lock into that I can actually get some work done mode? Because I know that that's something I struggle with. I know Michael struggles with. We all struggle with. What is one thing that you kind of clue into to get yourself to do all these amazing things that you're working on?
Well, the big shift for me, to be quite honest, was like actually setting the time and saying from like I think as artists, we are always saying, if I had the time, I would do this thing. Well, we are being afforded that time right now, mostly by getting, unemployment and whatever. So I, especially this weird time where we're at home 24/7, I set a candle, I give myself office hours, I give myself breaks, and then I just take the time that I need to. And if I have a bad day and I'm like, you know what, I'm not feeling inspired to work on anything, I take the break and I don't do anything. Allow yourself that time.
Yeah. Oh my God. You're like a fortune
cookie. I love this. This is great. Can you do my schedule too?
I am an assistant to the stars, so yes, I shall do that.
You are an assistant to the stars. I had a great time stalking you on YouTube today when I was building that thing and watching all of your cabaret shows about all of your wild, wild experiences.
Oh yeah, it's nuts. I hope you didn't dig in too deep because whoa, there's some stuff.
Well, listen, we are so happy to have you on the show. Will you stick around and come back to play a game with us in a little bit?
Yeah, of course.
Amazing. We will see you in just a little while, Danny Marin. Amazing. How incredible is all of that he's working on from his own living room?
I'm good for him. Now I feel like, Michael, we got to get to work and start making some stuff happen.
I'm doing this. Although we just went to one a week. So now I've got a lot of time. We used to be,
maybe that's something I could think of for you to do with your time. I'll think of something.
Ooh, what an interesting teaser. Something like that. I don't know.
Wait, we haven't talked about we're both wearing statement necklaces. Look at this. It's a black t-shirt statement necklace kind of day.
It sure is.
I'm not going to lie. I'm a little embarrassed because this isn't actually a necklace. These are the dog tags that Netflix sent me for the old guard. And they say, Jackie Warrior.
Oh my gosh. Netflix.
As opposed to Jay Cox, which is what I would thought it would say. But instead of Jackie C. So whatever,
Jackie C. I like it. It's a little like classic sounding, like Jackie C, like Jackie O and Jackie C.
I can
Right?
see that. I can see that.
Why not? You guys, I'm loving watching these comments come in. Thank you all for being here. If you're just tuning in, this is the 5:30 Quarantini. I'm Michael Hull, and that's not Dylan Bustamante. Our very special guest host today is Jackie Cox. We're hanging out with Danny Marin and some other people about to be introduced and just having a ball. So welcome to the show. Jackie, what do you say we get to our second guest of the episode?
Yeah.
I am so excited. You guys, our next guest is a Broadway powerhouse. He opened Kinky Boots on Broadway as an angel and then went on to headline the national tour as Lola before returning to Broadway to take over for Billy freaking Porter. He's also starred on Broadway in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Off-Broadway in Smokey Joe's Cafe, and on television in NBC's live televised production of Jesus Christ Superstar. He has an album titled Broadway Soul Volume 1, available.
It's so good.
Wait a minute. We have to talk about, before I finish the introduction, we have to talk about this because it's been on repeat in my house for 2 days. I think Christopher's so sick of it. It's bop after bop after bop. My favorite lyric is when he does Out Tonight from Rent. And he sings, "You're online with the feline they call KTP."
Wow.
A lyricist among us. Anyway, his Broadway Soul Volume 1 is a bop. It is everywhere you get your music. And now we're thrilled because he announced earlier this week that there will in fact be a Broadway Soul Volume 2. Kickstarter is live now. We're going to talk all about it. He is a gorgeous, bright light, and I can't wait to see him. Let's meet our second guest, Kyle Taylor Parker.
Bang into the room. I know you want it. Bang, bang it all over you. I'll let you have it. Wait a minute, let me take you there. Wait a minute, let me So join in the fight. Give us the right to be free. Singing the song of angry men, where the beating of your heart echoes the beating of the drums. There's a new life about to start when tomorrow comes. Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Back up, they don't love you like I love you. Step down, they don't love you like I love you. Can't you see there's no other man above you? What a wicked way to treat the one who loves you.
Work. I'm obsessed. We have a black screen currently, but
I know.
Ooh.
I can hear you and see you, but I don't know what's up.
Hello. Do you
It could
want
be a reveal when we get it to work. We'll call it a reveal.
Oh, yes. Kyle, do you want to try logging out and logging back in through the link?
Sounds good to me.
Great. We'll see you in a bit. You guys, that was Kyle Taylor Parker. What a brief interview. What a star.
Let's just talk about that clip package. Again, well done, Michael, on the clip package.
Thank you.
He gives it to you every quarantini.
Is his voice not just everything you've ever wanted?
It's so beautiful. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, wow. Like maybe I should do like covers of Broadway songs, except they will sound like even less soulful than the originals. It'd be like, what's the opposite of soul? It's like
Disney Channel.
It's like, yeah, Broadway by like an off-brand Disney Channel.
Yeah. Kids Bop Soul. Let's see. Oh, there he is. Hello. You made it. You're back. Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you. That reel was fierce. I think, can you do that for me for real? Like,
I mean, I will, girl, I'll send it to you. Like I said, I mentioned this to you briefly backstage before the show, but I had a ball stalking you on the internet today because there are some, listen, I didn't put any illegal bootlegs, but if you go to YouTube, you should probably look them up. And there was too much footage. I couldn't possibly get all of my favorite moments. You are a talent, and I am fully obsessed with Broadway Soul Volume 1. It has been just bops on bops on bops. First of all, how are you? Where are you coming to us from?
I'm good. I'm coming to you from Harlem. I've been here since the beginning.
Work.
No, I'm good. I've been keeping busy. I've learned how to play the ukulele and have been getting creative with how to bring music and make art in this challenging time. Because I think we all need it.
Amazing.
I think.
Well, because you just announced that there will be a sequel Was there always going to be a sequel?
There was always going to be a sequel.
Great.
The idea shifted in pandemic. I was always going to do volume 2, and I had an idea of what the songs were going to be. And I was really actually upset that it looked like it wasn't going to happen because of the pandemic.
Right.
But in this time, we found that technology has been incredible. So I've taken a lot of meetings with great producers who are like, you can still make an album just remotely. So the whole thing is going to be produced remotely, and it'll be recorded remotely. And it is going to be this great tribute to Broadway, the year that we don't really have theater.
Yeah.
I love that.
That is so cool. We have a little package here. Where is it? Here it is. This is volume 1, currently out. My pick for Bops is out tonight, and I Feel Pretty. I dare you to listen to I Feel Pretty and not stand up and dance. Also, if you need a smile, there are some really lovely talk breaks that will just they're there for you. Kyle, it's like you're right here in my living room complimenting me, giving me a high five. I just love it. The first album's been out about a year now.
Yep.
Where did the original idea come from?
It actually was born out of a bit of frustration. I didn't feel represented in the way that I wanted to theatrically. And so I decided that I wanted to create something that would challenge the look and sound of the American musical. So I take Broadway songs and I reimagine them through the prism of R&B and soul. But if you listen to the first album, there's a lot of my experience as a queer Black man in America through musical theater show tunes. Growing up, boys aren't supposed to be pretty, right? And so I was like, I'm going to change that. And so I made my version of I Feel Pretty. And I wanted people who might have felt that, to be able to stand up and say, yeah, me too.
Yeah. Well, it's working because every time it comes on, because I've just been listening to the album all the way through, and every time I Feel Pretty comes on, I can't help but jump up and dance around. It's such a good time. You guys, if you haven't listened yet, again, it's Broadway Soul Volume 1. Stick around, watch the show with us. But once the show's over, that's the first thing you got to do is go listen to Broadway Soul. It's a bop.
It will touch your soul. Volume 2, I'm very excited about, Kyle. And I wanted to ask you, how are you feeling in this moment about Broadway, about the institution that was, this year of pause, what you hope Broadway will be when it returns? Because I think that it all seems like there's a lot happening that can get kind of tied together. And I have a lot of hopes, but I'd love to hear what your thoughts are.
Absolutely. I'm encouraged. I'm so proud of the Broadway Advocacy Coalition that's kind of starting the conversation about what racist spaces actually look like and how they have existed in our beloved theater community. I also love this conversation that's going on right now about creating varied stories, varied narratives. If you look at the Black queer narrative in theater, we exist, there's one, and you typically exist like on the side as a friend. You can be the spiritual leader, or you can be the funny friend. But we're so varied as people. And I don't think that only goes to Black people by any means. I want varied stories. And so that's a big part of the mission with Broadway Soul Volume 2.
Yeah.
It's all about collaboration, but it's a concept album. So I'm taking these old musicals together and stringing them to make a story about love. I've never gotten to play the leading man, except Lola's kind of like leading man and woman, but no romance, right?
Yeah.
And so I am going to get as vulnerable as possible and be romantic and be the queer leading man of my own musical.
Yeah, if you think of kind of the big queer musicals on Broadway, which I think are La Cage, Priscilla, and certainly Kinky Boots, there isn't a lot of romance in all three of those. I think La Cage is probably the most romantic, but even that still is it's not a hot and heavy new romance. It's an older romance, right? And I think it's really, if you think about those three stories, La Cage is kind of propping up the story of the son. In Kinky Boots, you're telling the story of the factory owner. It's not Lola's story, right? And then I think too, if we look at Priscilla, all three men have a exciting journey, but none of them really, romance is never a driving part of the storyline. So I love that you're taking something which shouldn't be like, romance and love are kind of the most basic story, but it's actually, now that I think about it, there's such little queer representation in musical love stories. I can't really think of one romantic Broadway musical with two queer characters. And you guys?
Not in the main
Not really.
roles. I can
But
think
even
of
like in
Spring
Rent,
Awakening.
right? They're on the sidelines, right?
Yeah.
It's really, you know, Mark and what's his face, Adam Pascal and Mimi, right?
Yeah.
It's not the queer character. So that's a really interesting idea to bring forward in this album. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I can't wait. Go ahead.
This week, I have to say, like, the most exciting thing that I just announced this week is that, like I said, it's collaboration. So once the album is funded, it will be released on Broadway Records, and Shoshana Bean, Natalie Joy Johnson, and Blaine Alden Krause will also be in the cast of this, you know, show that I'm putting together. And I was so shocked. I just wrote an email saying, "Would you
Never heard of any of them."
Wild adventure?" And they were like, "Yeah, why not?" So should be great.
Oh my gosh, I am so excited. You guys, so you launched a is it a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe?
A Kickstarter.
You guys, lucky for you, you can get involved in making Broadway Soul Volume 2 happen. How? Don't worry, I'm going to tell you. Kickstarter.com/projects/KTP, stands for Kyle, Taylor, Parker. Get into it. Go click it. Yeah, get in there. And do you have a timeline that you're expecting?
I have 2 weeks left to raise the funds for the album.
Okay.
Once that happens, the band immediately starts recording from home, and then we start tracking it. So if you pre-order, you get to hear it before everyone else in the fall. And there'll be private listening parties that will feature the cast of the album as well. And if you don't pre-order, it will probably come out early 2021
Great.
For everyone.
Which is like scarily not that far away.
It's not.
Ooh.
But either way, I'm going to tell everyone who's watching right now. I have a lot of my super fans are in this, and they love when I tell them what to do. So I'm going to tell them all, go pre-order if you have some bucks to spare. Spend it on, you know, a queer Black Broadway artist telling his story. I think this is so important for us as we move into this next year. Who are, you know, the artists that we have to take care of, and especially Broadway is unique amongst art forms in that there's no real way to do Broadway without a theater, without an audience. So Broadway is going to be suffering over the next year, and we need to do what we can to lift up those artists that are part of that community. So yeah, go pre-order right now. Go to that link, do it.
Yeah, that is.
Make everything happen.
I am so excited. Oh my goodness. Sorry. I am just checking in with these comments again. You guys, thanks everybody who's commenting. I'm so happy to see so many awesome people here. We jumped right in because I've been waiting all week to talk about this album. So we jumped right in. We breezed right past your cocktail of choice. So happy hour, by the way. Thank you for joining us. And shall we make a drink together?
Yeah, let's do it.
What's your drink of choice today?
It's a really complicated beverage.
Okay.
Very rare, unique. I'm not sure you've ever heard of it.
Okay.
It's a vodka soda.
Work.
So,
Got it. Vodka soda is how you say that. Is that how you pronounce it?
Vodka soda.
yeah, that's the French pronunciation. Yeah, that's good.
Well, I've got some vodka and some soda here. I'm going to drink the water out of this glass, and let's do it.
Kyle, I love that we all got the black t-shirt memo. Thank you.
Right, it's the day.
Yeah, Danny Marin, go change quick before we bring you back. No, I'm kidding. Do not do that. Kyle, what's your vodka of choice?
Svedka today, but normally a Tito's. But you know,
Come on,
it's a pandemic,
Svedka.
so let's not go crazy.
Great. Jackie Nation will do that. Jackie Nation is here. Is that a thing that the kids say now?
There's a few different groups. There's Jackie Nation. There's the Jackie Cox Protection Squad, and there's also the Jackie Minajers. Not because I'm Nicki Minaj, but because they noticed that Nicki Minaj appreciated my rapping skills. So Kyle, if you're looking for a very nerdy Persian boy to rap on Broadway Soul Volume 2, I'm very available.
I mean, don't say it if you don't mean it, because
Oh, he means it. Don't you worry.
Means that.
People think that like Lisa Rinna was a good Snatch Game. I'll tell you, the one thing Lisa Rinna and I have in common is we just say we hustle, we put ourselves out there, and whatever happens, happens.
I'm here for it.
Amazing.
Cheers.
All right. Well, cheers. Thanks again for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
All right. I think it's about time we play a game. And so let's bring back Danny Marin and let's get into it. Hi, Danny. All right, you guys.
I already finished mine, sorry.
I'm proud of you. Honestly, I'm proud of you. It's 6 o'clock already. Here we go, you guys. It is time for today's game of the day. All right, Kyle Taylor Parker, you starred on Broadway and beyond in the smash hit musical Kinky Boots. Danny, you just launched a new company called Limón Productions. Lemon is a fruit, boot and fruit rhyme. And so it's absolutely not a reach at all when I say that today's game will be about rhyming words.
Yay!
Right. So I'm going to read you a clue, the answer to which will always be 2 words that rhyme. For example, it's going to be great. And you guys all have each other and you have the comments. So
Am I playing too?
Yeah. Jackie hasn't seen these clues. So Jackie is also on your team. It's a group effort. It's going to be great. For example, if I said, and they all involve really wonderful dramatic readings from me as well. So get excited. If I said, oh, how relaxing to be a female identifying person who's lounging outdoors, but out of the sun, thanks to the branches of a nearby tree. She's such a, you would answer, shady lady. 2 words.
Shady lady.
And they rhyme. There you go. Think we got it? Comments, how we feeling? Everybody ready?
Okay.
I'm going to be really bad at this. Also,
I feel like I was.
making a cocktail for himself in the back.
It is the rare Christopher sighting. Oh, no. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. Yeah, that's Christopher. Chris in the back. Here we go. We have lots of people that are going to help in the audience. And just so you guys know, they're about 14, 15 seconds behind us. So if you really need their help, just like look pensive for a while, pretend you're thinking about it, and keep your eye on the comments, and someone will help you out. Some of them are better than others. So I'm just going to say that now. Here it goes. Question number 1. Somebody better tighten back up the largest and heaviest relative of the deer, because Bullwinkle is starting to look like a...
I think I know it. Is it? Oh, okay. What animal is Bullwinkle?
Oh, moose knuckle?
So Bullwinkle's a moose, and if someone needs to tighten him back up, it's because he's a...
Loose goose?
Loose moose.
A loose moose.
Boom, got it.
I should also mention, when you get the answer right, you'll hear Alex Newell riffing, and if you get it wrong, you'll hear something else. But nailed it. We're 1 for 1 with a loose moose. You
Was
guys...
that Alex Newell doing, what's her face? Ima Sumac? Is that who it was?
No, that was... that would be from Once on This Island.
Once on This Island.
Come on. You guys, I'm seeing some discouraged answers in the comments, except for Lauren Chapman, who says she's ready. Don't let this game loose moose. And she got it. Nailed it. Way to go. Okay, here we go. Question number 2. You guys are going to kill it. Here we go. If you need me, I'll be in the backyard, floating in this man-made body of water that's chilly, but not too chilly. Find me in the...
Cool pool.
Nailed it. Look at this. And we were
Wait, I just had a terrible idea. Some of you will know Bette Midler's holiday classic, Cool Yule.
Mhm.
Why doesn't she make a summer song, Cool Pool?
Jackie, this could be your next musical cover.
So you have a pool that's cool.
All right, I'm super excited, you guys. Way to nail it. Penny for your cocks, got it. Grace, Joy, Laura. Way to go, you guys. Look at this. We're 2 for 2. Here comes question number 3. So far, you guys are playing a perfect game. So don't screw it up. Here we go. Millennials in the U.S. state directly above New Mexico love to put this fruit, which originated in South Central Mexico, on their toast? This one's really hard. I have alternate clues, but let me read it one more time. Oh, does Danny have it?
I think I know what it is.
No.
Is
I know
it,
the second part.
is it Colorado avocado?
Yeah. Thank goodness Jackie Cox is here. Colorado avocado. I should also mention that the internet promised me that these are rhymes. I checked the rhymes. I'm not a writer, but here we go. Trip Fountain, way to go. Colorado avocado. And yes, I realize we are going fast, but I can't hold back all of these talented men. They're just too smart. So here we go. Number 4, and this one is my favorite. In this fun new game, players spin a tiny wheel to see what bag they will land on. If they win, the bag will have a long, narrow loaf of French bread in it.
I want to say top baguette, but that doesn't rhyme.
In this game where they spin...
Baguette roulette?
Baguette roulette! Yes! Whoa! Now, baguette roulette. Guys, I would play that game. That game sounds
Truly.
lit.
I mean, if there's baguettes involved, definitely.
Spin the
That's
baguette.
my drag race
Is that a thing?
night.
That sounds like a game.
When we have Nikki Doll here, we'll play it. We'll
When
find out how
Nikki
to play it.
Doll joins. Also, as a fun little, not that this is, look at these comments. You guys are nailing it. Don't let this influence your answers too much, but I made this game while listening to, I'm just going to keep plugging this for the next hour. I made this game while listening to Kyle Taylor Parker's album, Broadway Soul Volume 1, now available wherever you get your fine music. And so clearly, that one I thought of while listening to your Les Mis track.
Whoa.
Baguette roulette. There we go. All right. Question number 5. There are 7 in total. You've already gotten 4 correct. So technically, we're past the midpoint and you're playing a perfect game. Here we go. If Jackie, we're counting on you for this one. If Flora, Fauna, or Merriweather had lots and lots and lots of wigs.
Harry Fairies?
Yeah, those are the 3. Flora, Fauna, and Merriweather are the 3 fairies from Cinderella.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Sleeping Beauty.
Oh, excuse me. And if they had lots and lots and lots of wigs, they'd be a hairy fairy. Nailed it. Let's say stream Broadway Soul Volume 1. I thought about doing it, but I don't know that I can do that online because I think we would get a copyright thing. But you can stream it. You can stream it on Spotify. So there you go. All right, here we go. 2 to go. Here comes your next question. This thing falls down 8 times a week at the Majestic Theater. But maybe it wouldn't if it were made of a sweetened and carbonated drink usually found in a Moscow Mule.
Oh, I know this one.
This thing falls down 8 times a week at the Majestic Theater.
Mhm.
But maybe it wouldn't if it were made of a sweetened carbonated drink usually found in a Moscow Mule.
Oh, the chandelier and beer. Beer, chandelier.
Chandelier,
Oh, ginger beer.
ginger beer. Teamwork makes the dream work, you
I
guys.
couldn't think of beer.
It's a happy hour broadcast, Danny.
Wow.
Okay, here we go. Last one, and this one is just adorable, if I do say so myself. If this CNN news anchor married Winifred, Sarah, or Mary, he could take their name and have a really adorable new rhyming name.
Anderson Sanderson.
That, of course, yes, Anderson Sanderson. Nailed it. You guys, let me check my scorecard.
That's a great drag name, to be honest.
Anderson Sanderson. Yeah,
Sanderson?
nailed it. Let me check my scorecard real fast and carry the 1. It looks like you win, you guys. A perfect game for KTP, Danny Marin, and Jackie Cox. You guys, I'm so impressed. You're a winner, baby. And I still see some answers coming in the comments. Amazing. Well, you guys, thanks for playing our silly games, and thank you for joining us for happy hour. You're both the best, and it was so nice to see both of you.
Thank you so much for
Thanks
having us. And congratulations.
Thanks. If you guys don't follow Kyle or Danny, I'm going to put both of their handles. I think only one of them is in the scroll right now. There goes Kyle's, KTPWAY. Give him a follow, and also go back his album. And yeah, follow him on Instagram. And if you don't follow Danny, here it comes. 1, 2, 3. Coming around this time, it's Danny Marin. You can also give him a follow. They are both good follows, I promise. You will not regret it. All right, you guys, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you guys soon. Take care.
Cheers, boys. Mwah.
Oh my goodness, they killed that game.
That was a good one. That was a good game, Michael. I like that one.
Everyone was so nervous.
No, but you know what? You helped us through it.
And the comments.
You know,
you had lots of support.
Well, I was wondering, if avocado isn't a rhyme for Colorado, the only word I could think of that rhymes with Colorado is like, does El Dorado rhyme with it more?
El Dorado. Desperado. Yeah. Listen, there's websites that you can go to that will just give you rhymes nonstop. They swore to me that Colorado avocado was a thing, though.
But like all the websites are secretly just Lin-Manuel Miranda behind like a computer somewhere, just like typing it all in.
Why didn't I think of that? I should have just texted Lin-Manuel and asked him for some clues.
You know, he's probably busy, but maybe not.
Can't imagine. It's a pandemic. What are we doing? Well, that's not true. Danny's starting a company. Kyle's recording an album. Like, people are busy. We're not that busy, but other people, I guess, are busy.
Well, we're having a cocktail and sharing love and laughter with the Jackie Nation and assorted other folks.
I love it. Question for you. Have you been watching Canada's Drag Race as a Canadian?
I've been very deep in the Canada's Drag Race. I can't believe it's only been 2 episodes. I feel like I've already know and love these girls so much. I didn't, I don't have any inside info, so no one can ask me anything. All I know is what you guys know, but I've been loving watching it. I think they're such a fun group. Everyone seems so excited to be there, which is so great.
Yeah.
It's a new one tonight.
Yeah. Oh my God. It is Thursday. There's a new one tonight. I'm having the best time watching it. They are it's a talented cast. And like you said, they all seem so excited to be there.
Yeah.
Because it's Canada season 1, that it's just like the energy is so palpable.
I love it.
Justice for Juicebox. I didn't think it was her time. I thought it could have been just a little more. I needed a little more juice. I was so thirsty.
She was great. The way she whipped that ponytail is going to haunt me in my dreams. I'm going to wish I could do it like she did. She was so good. She's also the sweetest person. I reached out to her after her elimination, and she was so sweet. What team am I on? Someone asked. I'm not really on any team. The only queens I really talked with before the season were Lemon and Priyanka. I love both of them. I love Jimbo. Jimbo's been amazing. There's so many amazing queens. I can't wait to see what happens. I don't know what happens.
I can't wait. But yeah, and we should get you on as a special guest, don't you think, for being Canadian?
Well, Brooke said it. Brooklyn said it in an interview. She's like,
really?
She's like, yeah, I'd love to bring. She said, I think it was unprompted. She just said, yeah, we'd love to bring Jackie Cox into the show. And I was like, I'm very available.
Jackie leapt through the screen, grabbed Brooklyn by the sides of her face. I'm available. Well, great. Let's make it happen. You guys tweet it, Instagram it, whatever we do now, TikTok it, and let's make it happen.
Yeah, it'll be a viral TikTok. Hey, Brooklyn, put Jackie.
I would live for that. Well, Jackie, as you know, we recently switched to 1 broadcast a week instead of our usual 5, which means that we couldn't possibly get to everything happening in this wild world. But we are sure going to try. We're going to bring in our special cultural correspondent.
An attaché, if you will.
An attaché, someone who really has their finger on the pulse of New York City and beyond. It is, of course, time for another episode of Timmy Time.
It's Timmy time.
Hi, Timmy.
Hi. Colorado avocado.
Yeah, Colorado.
Right?
Yeah, you got it. You're a little late, but you got it right.
Dang.
Timmy,
Yeah,
where are you coming to us from today, buddy?
I'm coming from my house.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
And
New
how
York.
in New York? Me too. I'm coming.
Upstate Manhattan.
Uptown.
Manhattan. Timmy,
Upstate Manhattan.
Timmy, I love all of your Broadway posters, Timmy. What are
Dylan,
you?
you look really weird. Did you
They're
get some
weird?
work done, Dylan?
Oh, sorry, I'm not Dylan today. I'm sorry, Timmy. Dylan.
I know who you are. I'm a fan. And let me just say, Miss Jackie Cox, the best woman did not win.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I love Jada, and she is definitely a winner. I'm very happy and proud of to support.
I am no.
Listen, everyone's a winner if you believe something like that. Sure, why not?
Yeah.
So Timmy, I hear that you have something to share with us. You wanted to plug something that's going on tonight.
Oh yeah. Because most of you missed it. Everything else that happened this week. So it's Thursday now, and so okay, here it is. Do you like Broadway? Wait,
Yeah.
Of course you do. You're gays. Wait, do you like dogs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet you do. Woof. Because it's time again for Broadway Barks. Yeah, that's up tonight at 7:30. Be quiet, Brooklyn!
Is that
She's interrupting.
Timmy, did
I
you
want
name
to
your dog?
Gosh.
Timmy, did you name your dog after the neighborhood or the drag queen?
No, I actually named her after the musical.
Oh.
When we got her, we were listening to the musical Brooklyn. And so I was like, that's a cool name. She seems kind of bratty. I'll name her Brooklyn.
Can she belt really high like Eden
Have
can?
you heard her? Look at her. That's all she does. She just comes in and yells at me.
So she's more of an alpha than a Glinda, right, Timmy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Of course you do, your gays. What a quote.
that's right.
Amazing. Well, so tonight is Broadway Barks. Thank you for bringing that to our attention.
Yeah.
It is hosted by my favorite diva, Bernadette Peters. That's my Bernadette Peters impression.
I was going to ask, do you like Bernadette Peters, but it seemed a little redundant.
Who doesn't? I love Bernadette Peters. So I'm very excited. It's a big night for television. We have Broadway Barks and we have Drag Race Canada.
That's right.
Will you be tuning in? Have you been watching either of those?
Yeah,
Have you been watching any Drag Race, Timmy?
I have. You know I don't miss an episode. I love them all.
And are you enjoying it? Do you like the Canada franchise?
I do. I think it's very interesting without RuPaul. Like, you know, I wasn't sure how that was going to go, but then I was like, look at Brooklyn Heights. She's just like made it.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was neat. You know what I was thinking was you know when like RuPaul does her little runway and she like goes and she's like, may the best woman win.
Yes.
But this time in Canada, it's the special guest that does it. I thought it was going to be Brooklyn, but it's not.
It's not. It's not, Timmy. It's the special guest every week, and the special
Yeah.
guest is
That's
the one.
interesting.
Yeah, and the special guest gets to intro all of the judges, which is kind of fun. Makes me want to be a special guest. Then I get to go out there and be like,
Yeah, I can't wait for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
we gotta
Yeah.
have it. Well, Timmy, as always, you are a font of knowledge. You have it all. So thank you for sharing.
All the things. Yeah.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us. I'll be sure to set my TV. I think I have to set a reminder on YouTube for Broadway Barks. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's going to be at 7:30.
7:30.
Timmy,
Yeah.
for those who don't know, what does Broadway Barks go to support?
It supports the animal shelters and adoption agencies. Yeah, for all the pets that don't have homes. Yeah, so to give them homes so they can come in like my dog and yell at me. Quiet!
Timmy, if you could, would you get another dog or maybe a cat?
I would get all the dogs.
You would get all the dogs.
Yeah, I'd
But
be
your
like
mom will
a
let
crazy
you.
cat lady, but with dogs.
But with dogs. But with
Yeah.
dogs.
And then my house would be condemned because it would be gross.
It would be like a little musical theater gay boy version of Grey Gardens, which is just Grey Gardens.
No, I wish I had a home with a big yard, like a huge yard. I would get so many dogs and just let them run around. Yeah.
Well, one day,
I live in New
Timmy,
York.
one day we'll get a huge mansion for you to get all of your dogs.
Yeah, use your drag race money. Oh, no, wait. You didn't win.
I sadly didn't win. Maybe
That's
I can.
called shade. That's what I just threw at you.
There you go. You got your very own shade button effect, Timmy.
Hey,
Great. Well, thank you, as always, for dropping in with us, Timmy. It's always such a pleasure to hear your dulcet tones. You.
thanks. Well, I love you guys. I love you, Jackie, and you were robbed.
Oh, thanks, Timmy.
Angela and All Stars. Just robbed.
Well, Timmy, we'll be sure to see you. Will you come back on the show again sometime soon?
Anytime.
All right. Well, Timmy, we'll see you on the next Timmy time.
All right, enjoy your drinks.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Timmy. We love you. Cheers. He's not old enough to drink, is he?
He's so bratty. He just gets sassier every time.
He does. You know, it must be that. What is that? 8th life crisis.
Is that when you're 4 years old and you start to have object permanence and you start to fear everything?
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah,
Life crisis. Yeah, makes sense.
yeah, I think that's what he has. But you know, Timmy, we love you, and we hope that you and Brooklyn resolve your tense relationship.
I know Timmy looks an awful lot like a chew toy, so he better watch it. He better
Yeah,
watch out.
yeah, I've heard that one before.
Just saying. Jackie Cox, we made it. What an episode.
This was the 100th episode. It had, you know, Broadway. It had beautiful singing. It also had Timmy. So many things happened. We talked about shoes. We didn't talk about my shirt. I would like to highlight this shirt. This is the Shea Coulee shirt.
Come on, Shea Coulee. Oh, that's cute.
Very cute. It features the print that was in her original entrance look.
Mhm.
It's that print, but as her beautiful lips. And I believe half of the profits go to Breonna Taylor. I want to say either her family or maybe a defense fund. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I remember when I bought it. It was very late at night, and I saw her post about it, and I was like, I need one, and so I bought
You
it.
must. Well, I'm sure they're probably selling like hotcakes. So you got to jump on those. You got to jump on those links when they come out.
I think you can go to mybestjudymerch.com to purchase them.
Oh my! What a plug! I bet you could. And while you're there, you might as well click over to the Jackie Cox NYC wing of the website, and our very own CEO Jackie has some of her own treats for your purchasing pleasure as well.
You know, I'm available for both doing and selling. I'm just here, you know. Dylan is here.
Dylan is here in the comments, you guys. He made it. I am going to take this to mean that hopefully he is safe and no longer driving a car. But I'm glad. Dylan, welcome to the show. I'm glad you made it. Thanks, Jackie, for filling in. Of course.
Anytime, Dills.
We're in good hands. Oh my God, amazing. Well, what an episode it's been. Jackie, you are the best. Thank you for joining me and hanging out for an hour.
Thank you for having me, Michael. And I'll see you guys soon.
Yeah, I sure hope so. If you're still hanging out, please go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel so you know when we are live next. We are live every Thursday. So our next show is a week from tonight. It's Thursday, July 23rd. And you guys, I am already excited. Our special guest, because as you have now realized, we're not going to tell you all of the surprises in store, but the guest that we are announcing for next week, She is as iconic as they get. It is Feel the Mern. Our favorite Julia Murney is our guest next Thursday. I'm so excited.
Michael, that's amazing. Can I come back even though I won't be a guest host?
Anytime. We'll see. But you might have to come back just say hi to Julia. We're back.
I'll come back in the comments. That just sounds so exciting.
I am so excited. If you don't know Julia Murney, get into it. Wild Party, Elphaba, Wicked. Look her up. She's a star. We're so excited to hang out with her. And again, that is next Thursday, July 23rd. Until then, Jackie Cox, thank you one more time for joining us today. You are the best. You guys, wear a mask. Wash your hands. We love you all.